last major monument of the so-called World Walkers lay ahead of us. All we needed to do was march on it, crush the defenders, and the back of our foe would be broken. The tribes moved up in good order, the left flank commanded by Smithbane, while Johan and I led to the right.
Magic is chaos! That is true magic! Magic is chaos!
The swamp folk kept the enemy at bay, while the distracted defenders to our left soon regretted manning their barricade. First of their forces broke and fled before us, with more warriors attacked from the flank. Chasing them down would need to wait. What was left of their forces charged again, trying to keep us out. We were too many, and our will stronger. Victory would be ours.
This was not meant to be!
As was only right, I gave the capital building to the Vanaheimlings, so that they could settle their ancestral lands again. Ahead was the Greyling Moot, the very last of these people's forces.
The gods direct. This is wise. The gods smile. Despoil!
Were such cowards that they fled from us before even the first clash of steel. I ordered the charge to catch them in the rear. The enemy had been brought to battle, so I pulled back to allow the rest of the tribes to move in and engage in glorious combat. First wave fell back. No doubt the enemy thought them beaten, only for the second wave to advance on them. They must have known they were doomed.
Teams blows through here. We are blessed by things. Magic is chaos. Let us show you true power. Is that all you got? We'll be back.
All of the enemy were in fright, and the fastest of the tribes running them down. It was then that their champion revealed himself. He looked like the one called Wolfric, but it could not be him. His dead body lay down in the snow several leagues away.
Not meant to be. Everything must die. I want to see the piles of dead.
This champion proved to be stronger than the one he pretended to be, and I had to withdraw due to heavy wounds. Smithbane and Johann Kuhl would need to deal with him. Smithbane fled from the champion too. This man would not get to enjoy his hollow victory, as even the greatest of lords cannot survive 100 blades from all sides. Many of the tribesmen fell against this champion, but in the end he fled away and into the mountains. Victory was ours once more.
thoughts crystallize.
We spent many days stationed there on the cold north, tending to wounds and using what was at hand to craft arms and armour for the tribes. Pox on the men of Britain, they declared war! Making a deal with the local village, I led the men of Albion back to the coast. We would need to teach the men of Britain their folly.
Forward unto slaughter!
The Bretonian fleet had arrived on the shores of Albion before we could reach them, but I needed to worry not, as our allies dealt with the threat.
Yes! Onward to destruction! Move! Yes, it is so. Go now! Agreed! Mortals will quail!
We landed at the city of Lyonesse and immediately assaulted their fortress. This would be a very short war. The Bretonian walls were tall, and it was up to the dwarves to bring down their towers before we could begin the assault. The main tower fell, and Smithbane had removed most of the defenders from the wall. I judged it a fine time to advance. The wold warriors from the north were the first over the walls. I remember one of them stating afterwards how small the men of Britain were. Their gate fell. In I went ahead of the reinforcements to lend aid to the breachers. Moving through them all, it seemed to me that these men had no backbone of their own. Once their walls had fallen, they barely stood for a moment before turning and running for their lives. How these men could ever hope to take Albion was beyond me. Still, mercy was in my heart that day, and I let them live as blood-sworn allies. The arrogance of their leaders was at fault, not of the men. There were tales that the men at Breton told here, how across the sea there was a land of elves, and also of evil things, servants of the dark gods no doubt. I only allowed a short time to rest before we set sail to kill these devils.
Moving now! Destruction for all!
We landed on a spur of land where one of their conclaves lay. They would come to fear us after this day. I did not have time to admire this elven town, ordering the tribes to split and assault in two directions. The enemy were few, and I hoped we could crush them a simple weight of numbers. It seemed that the enemy had all gone to defend against the men on foot, as our entrance was unopposed. Swiftly captured two areas of the town before the enemy responded. Hideous things they were, with arms mutated into claws. They would all die. Even their own cavalry could not stop us. And soon, the town was ours. There was a grander settlement not far off, so with little rest I urged the men on. We would need to be swift before the enemy could muster more strength.
Ravage them!
Treacherous scalding sons, they joined the enemy. I ordered an approach through the sparse woodlands near the ruins of the Grand Settlement. It would slow us down, but it would hide our movement from the fiends. I only hoped it would be enough of an edge when we launched the attack. The dwarves fired over the walls, hoping to hit whatever was inside, even as the bogmen moved to tear down the gates. The old doors broke asunder, and we charged in. The enemy seemed light in number, but the leader of Demon was huge. He seemed not to care that these were the best men Albion had, and just started to toss them around. The fight was pure chaos. Men were packed tightly as they slew the monsters, only for their leader to simply hurl armored warriors aside. I aided where I could, but even with my experience I could not stand toe-to-toe with that thing. At last their leader fell, vanishing into the dirt. His minions seemed to fall apart even faster on our blades once his presence had been removed. With the enemy in flight, we moved in to secure the place. The only resistance met along being more of the creatures riding parodies of the noble chariot. They did not last long. With the battle won, I allowed a short rest. We would need a little time before the next assault.